Hello and welcome to another CAD clip on AutoCAD 2007 3D, and we're talking a lot about solids and surfaces and thickness and stuff like that. Now, in the past we used a lot of surfaces in AutoCAD, and we used 3D faces and we gave objects thickness. I'm finding more and more now that all our solids are here and we have all these great tools, I'm using more solids than I am adding thickness. And what I'm talking about with thickness, here I just have a circle that's got some color. This is a closed poly line that has filleted corners, and I can even just, draw a line over here. It doesn't matter. Go look at that in 3D. Okay, any object can be given a line. If a line is given thickness, it just kind of springs up from there. Okay, and after that you can kind of move it around and stuff like that. And but it's a line that has vertical thickness, so it goes up in the Z direction. Okay, you can do the same thing. I'm just undoing here. You can do the same thing with closed polylines and circles. We've always been able to do that, where I can click on a circle and say, okay, thickness is 15 units, and then it goes up by 15 units. I can click on this closed polyline, and it is a closed polyline. I can even see that by going down here, and it says closed. And I'm going to give this one a thickness of 20 units. Okay, and it just springs up from there. Okay, if I look at that in a hidden line with a shift middle mouse button, it looks like that. And if I look at it in my conceptual view, it's kind of like a fence in a sense. Okay, it just springs up with Z thickness. So this tool we're talking about here, which is convert to solid in this particular lesson, convert to solid, this tool is specifically designed to take objects that have thickness and convert those to solids. For whatever reason, you have to, use whatever tools you have in here, and they've given us the ability to kind of move back and forth between objects with thickness and surfaces, and then back to, or I should say to solids, and then back to surfaces, and go full circle. So you can kind of mishmash all of your different primitives together depending on what the geometry is. So very straightforward. We go here and we say convert to solid. Now remember, if I hit F1 right now and go to my help menu, there it is right there. If you hit F1 in the middle of a command, it always jumps to that particular command. And you can see the real command is convert to solid, and it says here converts polylines and circles with thickness to 3D solids. Basically, that's what it is. You can have another look at that. So converts circles and polylines that have a thickness to be 3D solids. So it goes very quickly. We go convert to solid, click on here, enter, done. Convert to solid, click on here, enter, and you're done. Okay, move that over. Okay, move it back, and that's about it. Converts those objects to solids. I always find it interesting to do a list command, li for list, and list it before and after I do the conversion just to see what it tells me it is. Okay, it's an extrusion now. Converted it to a 3D solid extrusion. So I'm constantly listing these objects to see what it converts them back and forth from. And another note I should mention is a set var called del object, D-E-L-O-B-J. I don't know if that shows up in a dialog box somewhere. Delete object is a setting where if you set it to be 1, which is the default, what happens when it does these conversions, it deletes the original object, okay, which is what we did here. If I move this, the original circle's gone, and if I move that, the polyline's gone. Okay, if I draw another polyline over here, and C for close, I take that and I give that a thickness of 10, enter, and maybe give it a different color just for fun. Okay, now watch what happens. I'm going to use my arrow key to scroll back to my del object command, enter, change it to be 0, enter, and now when I do my convert to solid and click on here and enter, it creates that solid. I'm going to say M for move, L for last, which means the last object created, and there's my original polyline left behind. So DELOBJ, delete object, is a variable that will set on or off switch 1 deletes it, 0 doesn't delete the object. And you'll see that throughout some of these different conversions. Wherever you lose your original geometry, chances are that del object may be playing a part.